So my unboxing videos have really been kind of all over the place lately. I've had some really bummer boxes and some boxes that were just incredible and amazing. And then some other boxes where there was 10 or 20 slabs in there and they ran the gamut from 9.8 to, disappointing grades. So let's hope we can get some consistency with high grades. I don't want consistency in low grades, but let's get some consistency at high grades. I'm Jim, CGC Sports Illustrated. I got a box here that I just got in from CGC with some graded magazines. And this is going to be an interesting one. So I got 5 slabs in this box. There's a lot of different stuff. So I got a couple World Series game programs in here. There is a swimsuit issue, a vintage swimsuit issue. I've got a very interesting copy of Time magazine, vintage Time magazine that was graded. So this should be a little something for everybody in this box here as I get it unboxed. If you have not joined our Facebook group, you should do that. Make sure that these are facing the right way. And they are. If you have not joined our Facebook group, you should definitely do that. Just go to Facebook groups and search CGC Sports Illustrated. Got about 350 people in the group right now. Really active, really engaged, a lot of fun. Just go ahead and do it. All right, and subscribe here on YouTube. 5 slabs, something for everybody. Tons of different weird stuff. I can already see this is a vintage, it's a vintage issue. Look at that Sony reel-to-reel machine. This will be interesting. Okay, good. So very interesting here. So this is Time magazine. This is Roger Staubach's first cover. They didn't put first cover on there, but they did do the variant breakout. And what you can see here, this is the Latin America edition of this magazine. So Time, vintage Time magazines. They produced a lot of different ones. They produced one for North America, Latin America. There's a European version. There's a Pacific version. So there's various variants for the same cover in Time magazine. And it's important that those are designated so that the population reports are broken out separately in the CGC census. This came out on October 18th, 1963. This is a pop 1 of 1, none higher. The only thing that's kind of a bummer about it is I projected a 7.5, so still within my target range, but ended up being on the lower end of that. Roger Staubach was amazing. Won the Heisman Trophy in 1963. Graduated from the Naval Academy from 1964. Drafted by the Cowboys in 1964. Served 5 more years in the Navy. Served in combat in Vietnam. Joined the Cowboys in 1969 as a 27-year-old rookie quarterback. Staubach and the Cowboys won the Super Bowl in 72 and 77. He's in the Hall of Fame, and he's just an all-around American badass. So I thought this was a really fun cover and one that I wanted. Roger Staubach's first Time magazine cover, Latin America variant, graded at 7.0. And pretty darn good, because that is a pop 1 of 1 with none higher. All right, next up, what do we got here? Some fun vintage. These are all vintage, actually, to a large degree. Yeah, I think the newest one in this is from 75. If you don't know how my videos work, I know what these issues are, but I don't know the grades. So you're getting my surprise reaction on these grade results for the first time right here. Okay, not bad. Yeah, not bad at all. So this is 1966 World Series game program. I projected a 7.5 on this, came in at a 7.5. It is a pop 1 of 1, none higher. Very nice. It's the Dodgers variant. So if you think about it, for every World Series, there are 2 different programs produced. So this was the Dodgers versus the Orioles. So if you were at a game in Baltimore, you would buy a World Series program that would be different than this. It would be produced by the Orioles. And if you were at a game in Los Angeles, it'd be produced by the Dodgers, and it would look like this. So it says Dodgers variant up there, which means it'd be broken out separately in the CGC census. I've become a big fan of vintage game programs, World Series, NBA Finals, Super Bowl, that sort of stuff. Also big game programs, similar to game tickets. If it's a game program where something significant or a milestone was reached by a significant player, that's a lot of fun. Brooks Robinson, Don Drysdale, Sandy Koufax, all played in this World Series. Baltimore swept the Dodgers 4-0 for their first World Series title. So fun one there. 1966 World Series program, 7.5. That is a pop 1 of 1, none higher. Love it when it's the highest rated copy in the world. And that's back to back. That was the Roger Staubach Time and the World Series program. Both highest rated copies in the world. Okay, 7.5. Not bad. This is Lou Alcindor, who of course later became Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, but this is when he was going by the name Lou Alcindor, and this is his famous Skyhook cover from 1968. This is the first time that he was on the cover, shooting that Skyhook. This came out on April 1st, 1968. There's one 9.2, there's a 9.0, and there are two 8.0s. I had projected this as an 8.5. So I missed it on that by a full grading point, which is disappointing to me. This is when Alcindor played for UCLA. He was on 5 covers in college. So everybody knew Alcindor was going to be just this huge monster player in the NBA. He was part of 10 that run that UCLA had, back in the 60s when they won 10 championships in 13 years. So Lou Alcindor, I think that's his 4th cover. At a decent 7.5. All right, next up. St. Louis Arch on the back there. Interesting. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good. You can see this is a World Series program. This is the 1968 World Series. This is the St. Louis Cardinals variant. So this was Tigers and the Cardinals. Let's do the pop reports on this. There's a 6.0. There's a 5.5. You can see I've got this one graded at 8.5. So it's the highest graded copy in the world. I projected it at 9.0. So in my margin of error, but on the lower side of it. Tigers came back. Tigers were down 3-1 in this series and came back to win it in 7 games. Some Hall of Famers that played in this World Series: Al Kaline, Eddie Matthews, Lou Brock, Steve Carlton, Bob Gibson, Roger Maris, all played, which I'd forgotten about. I forgot that Roger Maris finished his career with St. Louis after playing this whole career with the Yankees. So very good, very happy. Highest graded copy in the world, 1968 World Series program, the St. Louis Cardinals variant for that World Series. Very cool. Okay, last one. Let's see if we can't just pop something amazing here. See if we just can't get something amazing on this one. Yeah, all of these haven't had a 9.0 or higher yet. Let's see if we can do that. Well, not even close. Wow, I missed the boat on this one big time. I projected this at an 8.5. Oh, that's too bad. Okay, Cheryl Tiegs swimsuit issue. This came out on January 27th, 1975. There's a 9.0, there's an 8.0, and now there's one 7.5. Like I said, projected it at an 8.5, so missed that by a mile. She was on 3 Sports Illustrated covers. This is the second of them. She was the first person to ever appear on the cover of Sports Illustrated twice. And really one of the first ever supermodels. Cheryl Tiegs was huge and a big supermodel back there in the 70s. So 1975 swimsuit issue, Cheryl Tiegs at 7.5. That's today's unboxing video. Really appreciate it. Follow me. I'm on every social media platform at CGC Sports Illustrated and subscribe here on YouTube. Thanks for watching.